and welcome to KJ's Kitchen. I am KJ. I am 14 years a master fitness trainer, a fitness nutrition specialist, and most important to me, I am a happy mom serving up healthy meals from my kitchen to yours every Wednesday here on Facebook on Get KJ Fit fan page. So glad you're tuning in today. Now, summer is here, and if you're here in Asheville, we've been rainy for the last couple weeks. Still, it's a little gray out there, but my children had water day at summer camp today, whether it rain or shine, because water's water, right? But as the summer months hit, can I hear from all of you who starts reaching for popsicles as treats, reaching for ice cream, little things in a cone, going out for ice cream, all these things? It's a very common summertime treat. Now, I'm gonna bring today a remake to an ice cream pop that is going to satisfy you and your children, but what we're going to be doing is infusing a lot of nourishment rather than buying something from the store that is not going to be nourishing your body and ultimately not helping you, whether that be on your weight loss journey or even just your health journey, wanting to feel your best. So before I get started, let's talk about why. Now, you could be buying 100% fruit bars. Look like a popsicle, it's just pureed strawberry that has been frozen or mixed with other fruits. Cool, well, at least it's not colored, so no artificial colors, no added sugars, that's cool. But what you're not getting, you're still gonna get a sugar spike, because once fruit has been broken down, it is just going to be sugar and even, juice and any of that. So there is usually juice added to those types of popsicles. And then we like, and I'm one for convenience, do not get me wrong, we like taking our organic frozen or our organic yogurt strips and putting them in the freezer as a summertime treat. So that again, let's talk about environmental havoc that we're in. Every piece of plastic that you put into the trash is going to end up where? In the ocean or a landfill and never decompose. So not only am I going to be bringing you a healthier ice cream treat today, but I'm also going to be bringing you a more environmentally friendly option. On the flip side, if you have littles, I'm going to teach you some alternatives of the fruits to choose, because digestion in a little person's belly, that'd be 6 months to maybe 18 months even, maybe 6 months to a year. They don't digest the same way we do. So I'm going to give you some alternatives if you are going to be tending to little babies versus toddlers or kindergartners, preschoolers, whatever. So to talk about why this is going to be more mindful than just getting a pureed frozen fruit pop, is we're going to be bringing in fiber and protein and healthy fats. So that, when all combined with some fruit, natural occurring sugars, is going to give more blood sugar stabilization. You're not going to have kids bouncing off the walls. And you personally, if you're on your weight loss journey, it's not just going to be this heightened sweet blood sugar spike, because if you are on a weight loss journey, if you spike your blood sugar, you are going to be constantly struggling and getting that weight off your body. So it's going to be so easy peasy. You know KJ's Kitchen's all about easy. We're putting it in a blender. I got this size blender cup. I want to say it's probably 20 ouncer. And let's start with the yogurt. If you like super tangy, like yogurt, you're going to stick with just plain Greek yogurt. I do suggest Cabo Greek yogurt. It's 22 grams of protein if you get the 2%. I don't really like the 0. It doesn't even taste that good. 2% is awesome. 22 grams of protein, 12 carbs, and only 6 of those are sugars. That's if you like a zippy, tangy type of yogurt. Now on the flip side, since my children are a little older and have been exposed to sugar more often in their life, because they loved that stuff when they were really young, but now I'm not getting that past them as often. But I'm using today Oikos 000 Vanilla, okay? This is 22 grams of protein, just like the plain is 21 grams of carbohydrates rather than 12. Only 8 of them are sugar, where that was 6. So it's only a 2 gram sugar difference, but this one packs in 10 grams of fiber this option packs in no grams of fiber. So to me, if my kids can be happy and have a sweeter treat for the same protein count, boosting fiber and only a gram difference, divide that by 6 popsicles, you're talking like nothing, right? 0.2 grams, 0.3 grams per. And this is sweetened with stevia. So again, there's that lack of sugar. So not all vanilla Greek yogurt is the same. This one particularly gets my approval because it is sweetened with stevia, which is natural occurring. It's not artificial. It doesn't leave a really weird aftertaste, and it's not gonna spike your sugar. We're gonna do 1 cup. Now this is making 6 popsicles. We're gonna do 1 cup of yogurt. I'm gonna give it a little stir around because it's been in the fridge a couple of days. So it had that little watery top. And I'm just measuring in these guys. Surely you could use a Pyrex and measure, but sometimes it's just easier to get it in a cup easy that says 1 cup on it. So although I would consider yogurt a liquid, we would be using liquid measurements. But again, this is not exact science. We're not baking here. 1 cup of the Greek yogurt. Here we go. And again, vanilla Greek yogurt. Oikos only for vanilla. If you're not doing vanilla, then you're gonna stick with plain. It's gonna be just a little less sweet tasting, and that could be really good for the littles who haven't explored sugar yet in their palate. All right, got that going on. I'm making a mess already on my cup. Okay, next up is the fruit. Now, I chose these particularly because my kids like it. Organic chunked pineapple. Yes, these are all frozen. They're very affordable, and you know the nutrients are held in there because they're frozen right after they're picked and washed and cut. So the nutrients are still alive in frozen fruits. And we're going with raspberries. Now, if you are tending to little kids, littles like 6 months to a year, 6 months to 18 months, we're not gonna go with berries. We're gonna go with maybe frozen mango because you wanna stick with tropical fruits for those little babies. They don't have enzymes to break down the fruit. So you're either cooking up your fruit, like apples and stuff is cooked, like applesauce style, or you're choosing tropical fruits because the enzymes are already built in. So it makes for easy digestion. Now, the thing with raspberries is they're tart. They're naturally tart. So we're gonna go with a 1/2 cup of frozen, these are organic, come from Aldi's, frozen organic raspberries. And this tartness, that if you're not into tart and your kids don't like the tartness, you're gonna opt for strawberries. I don't think blueberries offer much flavor, so I would opt for strawberries, fresh or frozen, because strawberries, when they're frozen, if they're not already sliced or diced, they're kind of hard to puree up in this. They sometimes leave chunks, which isn't the end of the world, right? Because who doesn't like a yummy old strawberry? Pineapple, it's a 1/2 cup of pineapple. These are chunks. So my 1/2 cup might be different if you're using the really tiny pieces. I'll show you. These pieces are legit, you know, they are chunks. There are like little diced in cans of pineapple, so I don't know how they come frozen. This is from Walmart, organic, great value. 1/2 cup, I mean, again, I'm using my eyeballing. There's air in there, so that's a 1/2 cup to me of the pineapple. Oh Lord, please let me know it's all gonna fit. And then, last but not least, is the banana. This is a small banana. I like small because these are heightened in sweetness and sugar, although loaded with awesome vitamins and minerals. So we're sticking with real fruit, not actually adding sugar into this. Here's the rule of banana. Yes, awesome for little babies. So if you are doing this for littles, you can still include the banana, but you want it to have a couple brown dots. This one maybe has a couple extra brown dots, but brown dots on a banana mean the enzyme in the banana that helps digest is in there. If it has no brown dots, not even a few, you're eating an unripe banana, and it actually can bind you rather than keep you moving. So especially for littles, we want them moving so they have happy, healthy guts. So we're gonna do a couple brown spots, or even one that looks like mine, because it's gonna be nice and sweet, and it's small. So if you only have big bananas at your home, the big fat ones, you're going to maybe opt for 1/2 of your large banana. because you're gonna get a good level of sweetness from the pineapple, even though it might be like a tangier sweetness. Here we go. And we're fitting it all in there. Last but not least, we're bringing in healthy fats. Now, a lot of people don't think butter or cream is healthy, but when you're talking about organic or grass-fed, there's a lot of health benefit behind consuming those fats, and MCTs is one of them. MCTs being a very beneficial fat for brain health, and if you're doing it strictly, as in like bulletproof coffee and whatnot, it can help with eliminating belly fat. When combining with all this, it's not about belly fat loss, but it is about good brain health for your kids and you. We all need healthy fats to keep our brains happy. A happy brain isn't craving as many things, and who doesn't want to be happier, right? Organic heavy cream, very different than standard heavy cream. This has none of that polysorbate 80 or disodium phosphate, nothing. It has grade A organic cream and gelum gum. Could it be possible that we didn't want gelum gum? But guess what? It's 2 ingredients instead of 6, and none of it has code. So stick with your organic, and we're gonna go with a 1/4 cup. Again, I should be using liquid measurement, but I got these dandy cups nearby. So 1/4 cup heavy cream. That's gonna give it a little bit of liquid without adding water. Why would I do that? Because water, when frozen, gets really hard. You heard of ice? That is so hard. You don't wanna be biting into ice. So don't be using a fruit juice or a water, because number one, we're conserving on the sugar. We don't need fruit juice, pure sugar. And water is gonna make it harder. We want these more ice cream pops. Think of that. And here we go. Was that easy or what? Summertime, this is delicious, by the way. You're gonna not feel bad that you're not eating ice cream. I'm giving it a little shake to get some of the yogurt and the cream down next to all of that frozen fruit. And we're gonna blend. Hang out with me, we're gonna go for it. You can hear if it's catching or not, and that's when you give it a little shake. Shake, shake, shake to bring things down towards the blade. If you have a Vitamix or something, it's gonna all be down there anyway. It's hot. Now you're gonna see the color change. It's so pretty. I mean, who doesn't want to bite into a delicious hot pink popsicle or ice cream treat, right? And you can hear it when it's done. It's not quite done. I can tell there's still pieces of fruit, but I'm giving it a shake to really pull down some of that yogurt. Just shake, shake, shake. I feel like I'm bartending again, back in New York City. Get that. Remember there's like an exercise thing you held and all it does is like shake and you're like, oh, I'm working out. Well, just start shaking your cups, guys. And actually go work out. That might help you a lot more than some thing you have to hold and shake like this. So, I never tried it, never did it. Don't know how effective it is. I would love to hear from you if you have one of those weird shaky things, because it sure is comical. I'd love to hear if it's working for you and giving you some good guns, right? All right, getting some of that yogurt down. One last whip through here. Boop. There we go. I don't hear anything, meaning I don't hear it hitting and chunking. Look at that color. Is that beautiful? Beautiful. Now again, if you don't like tartness, you're gonna avoid the raspberries and probably opt for strawberries. It won't be this color with strawberries. It'll be a paler pink. Don't add food coloring. Let's give her a little taste. This is a good way to sample to make sure. It's so good. I mean, easy peasy. Now it's for 6 popsicles. I'm not sure the size of your popsicle containers. These we got in Denmark. They're super cute. And the little eyeballs fell off, but these little guys have noses. And they're little, I'm gonna say 4 or 6 ounces here. So we're gonna fill it. I've got a little tray that holds them, and I'm just gonna first pop them here and pour them in. So you want a fill line. Find where your fill line is. I got one right here because things expand when they freeze. So we don't want to make it so tall that when they expand, you see that line right there? Boom, a little growth room. And if you don't have any forms, I mean, you really could put them in ice cube trays and put toothpicks in there to hold it. But the forms are worth your investment because you can keep reusing them all summer long. You saw how quick and easy this is. If you have a couple kids, 6 Freezy Pops is gonna last a few days. And you know what's inside. And you took that initiative to make sure you're giving your children and yourself nourishment rather than just a treat, because this is still a treat, but you're nourishing yourself at the same time. Now, if you have really little babies, you could sneak in things like spinach. But once kids hit a certain age, color is part of their pickiness. So I keep it pure with the fruit now, even though when they were kids, I'd sprinkle in superfood powdered greens or spinach just because they didn't care about color and they still loved the treat. I'm just not able, I don't have a 6th one because I have a frozen one here to show you, but that would be a 6th one. And if you have excess, it's just a delicious smoothie. If you want kids to have a smart smoothie, there's your recipe. You're welcome. Here we go. Let's pop those lids on. You're gonna want to freeze these for a couple hours. I mean, I honestly have never had such antsy kids that couldn't wait a couple hours. Or I just don't tell them that I'm making them even sometimes, and they're just a full-on surprise. Because if they're, you know, really eager and they're seeing it, it might be tough to wait a couple hours, but it's well worth the wait because it is sweet and delicious. Now again, I want you to try this out for you and your family in both varieties, because with the vanilla, it is a sweet treat with a tiny zip of the raspberry after. With the plain Greek yogurt, it is a tart treat because of the plain and the raspberry combination. So based on how your kids or you like to treat, you end up running this through water, your plastic outside, pulling her out. You got your sweet treat here. And you know confidently you're giving them a load of fiber. You're not gonna have this huge sugar spike. And if you're sneaky and your kids are very not picky, you can even pop in some extra protein powder or some spinach if they're not color, what do you say, like color picky. And you could even mix in a couple veggies into this. And so, I don't know, my kids love these. Yesterday I whipped them out when we had a guest over, my daughter's friend, and all 3 kids, boom, they were done in a second. And it's creamy enough. It's more like ice cream than it is popsicle because of the yogurt and because of the heavy cream. It's more of a icy pop than a popsicle in my opinion. Popsicles are more just fruit-based, harder, icier. This is really creamy. If you can see, creamy deliciousness. I hope this recipe served you. We got a good summer ahead of us. Healthy, mindful living can make your summer not, I know we got barbecues. We've got everything ahead of us with barbecues, beach time. Usually involves a cooler, possibly some adult beverages. So when and where you can make the mindful decisions, do it. Because you can still keep having fun and you can still have your treats, but you can start living a more energized, a better shapely lifestyle, and you can hit your goals a lot easier when you do nourish your body. Hope this served you. Please share the love. You can share this on your wall to anyone who you think this could serve. Tag a friend. You follow me on KJ Fit, the Get KJ Fit fan page, or even my personal profile, Kelly Jo Johnson, Kelly Jo Dreifold, because I do share them there too. If you are not subscribed to my weekly newsletter and you want this recipe and all the KJ Kitchen recipes in your inbox, I will be posting an active link in the comments below. And I really appreciate you tuning in today, and you have a fabulous, fabulous Wellness Wednesday. Lots of love to you, and I'll see you next week.